Et Monsieur Albrecht pour terminer.
Colleagues, thank you for this good debate. I would like to thank all the colleagues who took part. In my final remarks, I would like to address some concerns, or I would say misunderstandings, which seem to circulate. First, we do differentiate clearly small and medium-sized enterprises from bigger businesses. There are quite a lot of lightening points which are lightening the burden for SMEs. But we also have to change a bit of the approach when it comes to data processing. Because it's not only the size of a company which might count, but also the number of personal data being processed in a company. And that's what we try to do in our compromise when it comes, for example, to the data protection officers or to impact assessments. It's the risk which counts, and that we took into account. Secondly, some publishers and journalists organizations fear that this regulation would make their work as a journalist more difficult. That is not at all the case. The existing data protection law already provides for reconciliation of data protection and freedom of expression by the member states, which is exactly what we ensure in Article 80. Nothing will change for journalists in this regard. And the same, by the way, is the case for other special professions, for example, when it comes to researchers and archives. By the way, with regard to health research, it's clear that we make an exception. We say for high public interest, there's an exception. You don't need to have a consent. But health data is a sensitive case, and we cannot just allow people to run into doctors' offices to take our personalized private profiles in any case. So it needs to be reconciled, and that's what we try to do. Third and last point, some few member states raised the fear that this regulation would replace the rules which decide if personal data can be processed by public authorities. That is also not the case. In contrary, this regulation even states explicitly that there have to be member states' laws for the data processing of public authority, and that is why the regulation doesn't say which data can be processed by tax authorities or schools, but the member states have to say it. So after all, this is a good, proportionate and strong compromise, and we hope that we can start negotiations with the Council directly after this Parliament has been reconstituted and you have found your position in Council. Thank you very much.
Albrecht, il y avait encore quelqu'un, Monsieur Voss? Il est parti. Non. Vous vouliez, et je ne vous ai pas vu, vous vouliez poser peut-être une carte bleue à l'un des deux rapporteurs. Je vous propose de la faire à l'un des deux maintenant. Vous avez la parole.
Vielen Dank. Ich hatte eine blaue Karte bei dem Beitrag von dem